This is the international lawyer filmed ranting at Air India staff on a Mumbai to London flight after she was refused alcohol, leaving other business class passengers holding hands in terror. Simone O'Brien, 50, was arrested after she was caught on camera shouting abuse at male and female cabin crew and demanding another glass of wine. At one point in the footage, she is seen yelling, "I work for all you effing people. The effing Rohingyas, the effing people of all Asia, for you, I'm an international criminal lawyer. Don't get any money for it, by the way. But you won't give me a effing glass of wine, is that correct?" The shocking incident took place on an Air India flight from Mumbai to London Heathrow last Saturday. Belfast-born Ms. O'Brien, who trained as a lawyer in the UK, studied international law and worked for years in Palestine, was understood to be on her way home from a 2-month break in Goa when she was caught on film. Passengers sitting close to the lawyer and activist, who is now based in Hove, said she was deemed to be too drunk to be given any more alcohol and was also forbidden from smoking. They said she allegedly stole a second bottle from the service area in direct defiance of airline staff and shouted at the cabin crew for up to 5 hours. She allegedly would not settle down until she received a letter from the pilot saying that the stewards were acting within the rules in refusing to serve her. Ms. O'Brien, also known as Simone Burns, was eventually taken off the plane by 3 armed police officers when it landed at Heathrow 4 hours later. Share this article. Share it. Is understood that the incident happened after Ms. O'Brien, who was wearing a distinctive bandage on her nose after suffering a tumor, had not slept for 2 nights following problems with Air India flights. When approached by Mail Online, she replied, "No comment." A source told Mail Online, "I've never known anyone go off like that for as long as she did." She was saying she was an international lawyer who'd worked in Gaza in the Palestinian Strip. She was saying that she could put all of us in jail. She was scary and out of control. It was exhausting. We were too frightened to sleep. At one point I was worried about the plane crashing. It got so out of hand. My wife and I were so terrified that we held hands and my wife told me not to look at her. It was like Michael Douglas losing it in the film Falling Down. I thought that she was probably normally a decent person, but something had tipped her over the edge. The couple were flying back Air India from a holiday when they said their fellow business class passenger, who had a complimentary miniature bottle of wine, was stopped from lighting up a cigarette by the only female air stewardess looking after passengers at the front of the plane. The source continued, "She was fine when we took off, but within a couple of hours she seemed drunk. And she just got worse. The row started when she was prevented from lighting up a cigarette." She claimed she'd been traveling for so many years and that she'd always smoked on planes. She then tried to go into economy and to smoke there. The stewardess refused to serve her more wine and she just became an absolute lunatic. She was aggressive, shouting and screaming about being a lawyer, and she said, "I know my rights. I'm a business class passenger. I should be able to do what I want." None of the other passengers would look at her. We were all too scared. An air steward from economy kept coming into our section to help us. Even the staff were obviously so concerned. She got even more angry, saying that we were all snobs who were ignoring her. She finally shut up when the hostess gave her a personal letter from the pilot reminding her that in fact the staff knew their rights and that the police would be waiting for her when we landed at Heathrow. She started going mental again just before landing, I think because she was scared about what was coming. 3 armed police officers escorted her off the plane first without any fuss upon arrival at London's Heathrow. The source added, "We paid £2,000 for flatbed seat flights and couldn't sleep a wink thanks to her." The air stewardess looked really upset too. "But I thought the staff handled a very difficult situation as best as they could in the circumstances." The footage sees the woman hurling abuse at a crew member who is believed to be one of the pilots, shouting, "I work for all you effing people. The effing Rohingyas, the effing people of all Asia, for you, I'm an international criminal lawyer. Don't get any money for it, by the way. But you won't give me a effing glass of wine, is that correct? She also claims to be a leader of the effing boycott movement, clapping in the air in front of the crew member, before adding, "If I say boycott effing Air India, done. Do you understand me? You can't give me a wee bottle of wine." The man remains calm throughout her shocking tirade, after which she turns on another crew member, asking them if they are writing a report about her. "F off. I'm a effing international criminal lawyer and a barrister. You will be peed on in court." She then calls the female crew member an Indian effing money-grabbing BD, before walking off back to her seat, shouting that she will turn you inside effing out, "You effing stupid CS. Give me a bottle of wine and game over. Otherwise," she claims, "she will cause issues for the staff member upon landing." However, the woman appears to be too inebriated to remember where they are flying to. The video clip ends with the 50-year-old having a rant at her fellow business class passengers for not standing up against injustice. Another video showing the continuation of the argument, which has been shared on social media by local journalist Aaron Shukla, captures the woman claiming to be the lawyer for the Palestinian people. "So, you think I'm scared when you threaten me with lawyers? Also, Irish Republican Army. You'll be effing shot. All you had to do was to give me a effing drink." London Metropolitan Police has confirmed that the woman was taken into custody at Heathrow Airport upon landing. At approximately 1:30 p.m. on Saturday, 10 November, a 50-year-old woman was arrested after an Air India flight had landed at Heathrow Airport, a police spokesperson told Mail Online. She was arrested on suspicion of racially aggravated public order, common assault and drunk and disorderly, and taken to a West London police station. She was subsequently released under investigation.